Hi, my name is Raul. I'm with Cypress product marketing team, and I want to take some time and show you one of the newest demos and products we have. It's our CapSense-based liquid level sensing solution shield. We often get asked, how can we use CapSense technology for us to actually detect the presence of liquid. The liquid level market includes different types of sensors right now. You can see them in your house, different applications in the industry, industrial applications, where we detect two different ways. One is the contact solution, in which we have floats, we have different devices that actually move based on the level of the liquid we're trying to measure. And we also have the contactless type of solution, which basically use things like ultrasonic sensors, capacitive sensors, even load cells. So we're going to use one of our CY8C Kit 022 CapSense liquid level sensing shield. These are Arduino compatible shields that come with everything you need to do a quick prototyping solution. The kit includes our quick start guide that walks you through the example codes. It has a Micrium free license coupon you can use. And the kit basically has a bottle that we're going to use to pour and level the liquid. We're going to use the Arduino compatible shield that we're going to connect into one of our PSoC boards. And it also contains two different flexible PCBs that have different electrode layouts. And it's going to help us measure the percentage of liquid and the estimation of volume. A very important thing to measure is you can vary the type of layout you use on a flexible PCB and define whether you want more accuracy for, let's say, the full and the empty capacities of the container. You can use a more distributed layout, so you can use the difference throughout the capacity of the bottle. The other thing we're going to use is our CY Kit 042. This is our PSoC board. It's our 4200 PSoC board. Basically, it's a ARM Cortex-M0 that we should be very familiar with it. There's a bunch of demos and videos we've done with it. And this Arduino compatible, we're going to connect on top of it and have the solution ready for a quick prototyping. All right, so now let's go ahead and let's do the demo. I already have here the bottle. The bottle actually I glued the flexible PCB. The back of the PCB has the electrodes already laid out. There's different types of distributions we can use. In this case, we have up to 12 sensors that basically are going to measure as the level goes up and down. The flexible PCB is going to go into our shield that is already plugged into our 042 board. So let me go ahead and connect that for you. Now that we've set up the hardware, let's go and do the programming part. First of all, we're going to go to cypress.com and we're going to look for the CY8C Kit 022, the CapSense liquid level sensing shield. All the way to the bottom, we have all the documentation. We have the application node, we have the kit information, schematics, and at the very bottom, we have the code examples. We're going to go ahead and download that. We can actually see the file, the PDF that has the instructions, and we have the zip file where we have all the programming files that we're going to need. What we have is we're going to have documentation, and we have the zip file that has hex files, and we're going to use one of those to program. For that, we don't even have to go into Creator because all the program has been already done for us. So we're going to go into PSoC Programmer. PSoC Programmer is going to identify the PSoC that we have. We're going to connect the board, and then we're going to load. In this case, we're going to use the 12RX for the 042 board. We open that, and then we just go ahead and program the file. We select the kit prog, we chose connected, powered, we have the file selected here, and then we go ahead and program. So what this is doing is basically taking an already compiled project and just program it into the PSoC. That's going to leave us ready. Now the PSoC has been programmed, we have the hardware, now let's go ahead and execute. The easiest way to do this is using whatever serial communication terminal you have. In this case, I'm using TeraTerm. We just open it, select the USB to UART communication port that's shown, and we connect it. We have to go ahead and set it up at a baud rate of 115,200 bits per second with 8-bit data, no parity, 1 stop bits. Once we have that, we go ahead and we're going to start getting the readings from the PSoC through the USB as a serial port. The reading is 100% and 153 millimeters of water. That's basically the setup that's laid out in our board, 100%, 153 millimeters. However, this needs to be calibrated. Right now, with an empty bottle, what we're going to do in our terminal is we're going to go ahead and type CAL to calibrate. This is going to send the empty calibration, and now we're going to see 0%, 0 millimeters. So now the hardware is set up. What we're going to do now is we're going to pour some water into the bottle and see on the screen how the level is picked up. I have some water here in another bottle. Go ahead and pour. And as the water pours, we have a 13.6%, 20 millimeters, which is roughly the measurement we have. Let's see how much water we have right now. In this case, we have a little bit over 30%, and we're measuring 48 millimeters. So let's do the whole thing. Now, it's important to mention something. Right now, what the water is actually doing, it's changing the capacitance that's being detected on the electrodes. Right now, we have basically 60% and a little bit over 90 millimeters of water. This is a very quick way to get started. It's a very fast prototyping solution. All we're doing is basically using CapSense to measure the presence of liquid and then processing that to give us the liquid level sensing and the volume of the water. It's a little bit more complicated than that because there's a lot of things we need to consider. Things like temperature changes, things like the liquid we're going to sense. All of that is going to give us different measurements on our capacitance read, which is going to affect what we do with it. So this is a great way. All of that is well documented. We can also go into the PSoC creator project and do some modifications on the setup of the CapSense sensor. But basically, I think this clearly shows the precision and how easy it is to do liquid level sensing using PSoC and CapSense. If you need more information, go to cypress.com/PSoC4. Have fun. Thank you.